Okay, we're going to talk about all the things I've done for the scene, for the community, for music in general. You're watching the MC Too Tall show, okay? Yeah.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Good morning. You're watching the MC Too Tall show with your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host, as never gross, MC Too Tall. It's Friday, and here we go. What could we say about Friday? Friday, it's February 20th, so that makes 41 years since my mother, after battling cancer for over half a decade, succumbed to the cancer and died 41 years ago today. And so, anyway, moving on from that, I started out doing my thing around 83, did a couple of songs with my brother Louis Krantz, who's also not here among us anymore. And then in 1984, while in junior high school, 9th grade, I was invited to join a crew called United Generation. We never recorded anything, but we were known throughout the school. We were known throughout the area of Gravesend, and people from other schools knew of us. And there were people that would come over, try to battle us, and pound for pound, we'd give them a pounding. I wouldn't say we'd nakedly pound them because that's Tim Walt's territory, but pound for pound, United Generation was the crew. I mean, as Robert Blunt would say, United Generation, that is our name, ain't a crew that's alive that we can't tame. And that's pretty much it. Robert Blunt, MC Spice, he was the one that gave me the name Too Tall. I just wanted to use my name, and he's like, no, Too Tall. And then I'm thinking, Too Tall John, like Too Tall Jones? He's like, nope, just Too Tall. I'm the one that added the MC later on, then dropped the MC Too Tall name, and ended up using my government name when forming PHO with the people you've come to know as DJ Spoke and Frankie Robo. And I was like the only rapper amongst us three. I mean, Spoke was able to emulate the dancehall reggae style, but never wanted to record. I mean, I wanted to ghostwrite some stuff for him so he could do that, but he was more confident with the mixing than he was with the vocals. Finally, I got him later on, many, many years later in 2010, to do the song $10 Bill with me. Great freaking song, by the way. It also has my buddy Barry Gans, also known as Shadow B, also known as B Gunner, at the very beginning, saying the famous NWA line. But it all started out in 1976, the summer of 1976. Hip-hop started in 73. My first exposure to it was 3 years later in 1976. Well, a little under 3 years later, because it was August 11th, 1973, that famous party that DJ Herc spun at, DJ Kool Herc spun at. And this was like in mid-July of 1976 that I look out my bedroom window in the Marlboro Projects, Building 25. Look down into the park and see a bunch of older kids with the public trash cans tipped over, making beats off the bottoms of those cans and taking turns rapping to the beat. And of course the cops broke it up thinking it was gang activity, but that was just around twilight. Like around, I'd say, 7:30, 8 o'clock. And so that's my first exposure to hip-hop. Then, of course, listening to 92 KTU, not 103.5 KTU, 92 KTU. Listening to what I thought was going to be Good Times by Chic, because that song was out for months already, and I thought, okay, I get to listen to, and then all of a sudden, I hear rapping on there, and, you know, there would be some songs where people would just rap a little bit, they'd rap a little bit, and then they'd start singing, and I'm waiting for them to sing, and they're just rapping throughout the whole thing. And that was my first exposure. Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang. And then they played virtually the whole thing. If you know, the original is 15 minutes long exactly, actually. And then after that, they go right to the promo rap, where they go SUGARHILL. We go by the name of the Sugar Hill Gang, and that's how it's spelled. I'm going to rap to you a little while about WKTU, the disco station of the nation, FM 92. And it was, I got to find that on YouTube. Hopefully that still exists on YouTube. A few years later, Run DMC did their own version promoting Kiss FM, which was on 98.7 on the FM dial, WRKS. And instead of at the end, they would put it at the beginning of Sucker MCs. And they were a little bit different. They ran down the DJs like Charlie Berger, Yvonne Mobley, and those cats, Mary Thomas, all those people that I liked on there. But anyway, 1983, me and my brother do a couple of raps, put it on tapes. A few close friends have these tapes. Other than that, they'll never see the light of day because, you know, there's some things that we found humorous back then, And to be honest, I still do to this very day, but for political correctness and all that cancel culture shit, those tapes will never see the light of day. But, I joined United Generation. I had my own rhymes from back then. I recorded a few more tapes that would never see the light of day. Not because of the political correctness, but because of the audio quality. The audio quality of the Conglomerate is much better than those tapes. It's good for me to listen to, check back on memories, get nostalgic. But as far as releasing to the public, now, with PHO, I released 2 songs credited to PHO in the early days. Bring the Drama. No, first was Live from Steeplechase Park. Okay. And after Live from Steeplechase Park, 2 years later, was Bring the Drama. And pretty simple. Live from Steeplechase Park, scenario remix beat, just let it play out. Added some crowd noise. Added the freaking sample of Bambaataa when I go, I'm on a mission, party people, are you with me? Of course, the that Afrika Bambaataa does. And then, of course, the crowd noise and everything. And I sing a little bit, and then I rap the last verse. Whereas Bring the Drama is where I sing the first verse and then rap the next 2 verses. And that was done over the instrumental of Give It Up by Public Enemy. So that was a little bit different because that was just my voice and the one backing track of Give It Up by Public Enemy. Play it straight up. And these were released underground because if you try to make a profit by trying to commercialize it, boom, 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 you get sued by Sony, you get sued by Elektra Records or Jive Records or whatever. And that wasn't going to happen with me. So those would be sold on tapes underground, $6 per single. And then of course, later on, when the year 2000 rolled around, I put them both on the same tape or CD. Some of them were available on CD, and I would sell those. I would sell those from anywhere from $10 to $16, depending on how I read the customer. Street shit. That's what you do. I mean, it's not considered the most ethical thing to do, but you got to do what you got to do to make ends meet. And, of course, I would do things differently now, but it is what it is back then. And big deal, $6 difference. We're talking early 2000s where $6 didn't mean that much more than it does right now. Conglomerate, I released that 2007. Of course, 2008 was industrialization. 2009 was aeronautics. 2010, Killer Killer Outpost. 2011, A Fiery Red Horse. And then my last full solo album was released in 2014 because, there was circumstances where I was being pulled away from my work by scumbags. So, being pulled away from my work by scumbags, I decided to release it February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2014. So 2/14/14. And that's how that worked out. And it was pretty cool. So what else happened is I brought back the PHO name, released the EP For the Streets, 5 songs, including Answer Your Phone. Answer Your Phone was a pretty popular song. Devil's Cookie, where I sampled DJ Smoke's voice going, "Eat the devil's cookie." Yeah, and Fuck Shit Up. Fuck Shit Up, Devil's Cookie, and Answer Your Phone were very popular club bangers. But the most popular on that whole thing, the most popular on that whole entire thing was Slick. And there's footage of me doing that song live with DJ El Nini in the house. And you could listen to the studio version on YouTube. It's on my playlist that I call One Music Stuff, which I may change the name of that playlist. But right now it's called One Music Stuff. It's on my YouTube playlists. And it's pretty cool stuff. I'm trying to think, what was the 5th song on there? Devil's Cookie, Fuck Shit Up, Answer Your Phone, Slick. It'll come to me probably after everything. There was a 5-song EP. But let me see if I can find it on my fucking phone. Okay. Let's see. While I'm doing this, let me continue to tell you guys that if you've reached this video, you probably already know my YouTube by now. Which is okay. You can do that. And that's perfectly fine. And yeah, it's pretty cool. But I'm going to try my best to find my freaking playlist here. Because I'm at a loss here. I don't know what that freaking other song is. Oh, yes. Bite It, You Scum. And I spelled it differently. Bite It, You Scum is a cover of a Gigi Allen song. And I turned it into an electronic club song. That's right. And how could I forget that? There's actually an audio of that on YouTube with, get this, a picture of me dressed like Gigi. I got the friggin' collar around my neck, the leather jacket, the skull cap, the shades. And the bottom line is this. I've done a lot of great things for the scene, for the community, for music in general, and a little recognition and appreciation for that would be a little nice, huh? Okay? Recognize that I've done things where I shouldn't be considered a fucking nobody. Okay? Okay? If I'm not gonna be the best, at least tell me I'm the worst. If I'm not gonna be the most adored, at least tell me I'm the most hated. I'd rather be hated than be ignored. Don't fucking ignore me. Okay? Recognize me in some way, shape, or form. All right? You fucking low-life sons of bitches. Anyway, moving right along now. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Follow, share, subscribe. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. And don't be gross. I'm MC Too Tall, master of sound quality and founding father figure of industrial rap. Know this.